Radhe Radhe everyone. In this video, I have invited Varun Khurana, who has cracked the job of a data analyst at Amazon, the big product-based company you all know. In this video, we will discuss about his journey so far, the resume which get him shortlisted for this kind of company, what happened in different interview rounds, as well as the important interview questions, plus the salary which one can expect in this company. So this video will be very useful for you all. So stay tuned till then. Let's start the video, and before that, please do hit the like button of this video. It really motivates me to bring more useful videos for you all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and you can also follow me on Instagram Learn with Gigs, where I upload job related updates regularly. Alright, so let's start with the introduction of Varun. So Varun, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Varun Khurana. So I did my BTech from Thapar University, Patiala in Electronics and Communication Engineering. So I graduated in 2022, and then I got an on-campus placement offer at Amdocs, where I was working upon SQL, Power BI, like this kind of tools. Then, due to some reasons, I got laid off in my previous company. Then I kept looking for a job. Then I got an opportunity at Amazon, and I'm glad that I recently cracked the data analyst position at Amazon. So yeah, that's brief intro about me.
Okay, so congratulations for that, Varun. So you mentioned that you got laid off from your last company. So how much
Yes.
time it took you to get another job, which is at Amazon right now?
So like in November 2023, like my previous company, I was being laid off at Amdocs. So it took me eventually overall, it took me around 10 months to get the job. In that 10 months period, I did my upskilling because in today's job market, upskilling is very important. So I did some courses from SQL, Power BI, Excel, and basics of Python to get the knowledge of like how do we do data cleaning in Python. And 3 to 4 months I upskill myself. Then job hunt I started after that. Then it took me eventually 2 to 3 months. So overall I had like 8 to 9 months of gap.
Let's straight away come to the resume which helped you to get shortlisted for Amazon. So can you share your resume and show it to the audience?
Yeah, sure, let me share my screen. So this is my resume. Regarding, I have mentioned skills, experience, section, projects, what I did, an internship, and certifications and award. So skills, I have majorly like I was good in Power BI, Excel, little bit of Alteryx. So I have mentioned over here like majorly tools what I have used. Then this is my like the previous role which I was in Amazon in previous as a different role as a ML data associate. So I was in AWS Bedrock team. So I have worked upon data quality over there. So these are some of the points like which I have put. Then, as I told, I was in Amdocs before, so I have worked upon these tools, Power BI, SQL, Excel. So these are some of the projects that I have worked upon there. And yeah, these are the projects that I made. And this is regarding the internship section, which I did at Mercer Metal as international business analyst. These two I got from my college placements only. And these are some of the courses that I actually have done. This is the overall review of my resume.
So Varun, does ATS score comes into picture when you have to get shortlisted for this kind of companies like Amazon?
Yes, very important. Like, I mean, your ATS score should be very good regarding get if you wanna get shortlisted. So I had checked ATS score before with some of the websites. So it was coming near around 80, 85, something like that.
Okay.
So 80 plus is a good ATS score. Like you mainly focus on how you can quantify those points. For example, I have mentioned this data related error by 15%. So this kind of quantifying, if you put in the bullet points, that has a good impact in eventually get
Okay.
shortlisting.
And what exact skills you targeted?
So majorly, yeah, I have worked upon MS Excel, SQL, Power BI, and basics of Python. So this majorly I have focused upon. Majorly, I have focused on SQL because in most of the companies, SQL they are very sometimes heavy.
Okay, so talking about the project section, so how many projects is it required to put any particular number of projects on the resume, or project section is optional for an experienced candidate? What are your thoughts?
Uh, I think projects, if you put projects that has a upper hand eventually, so I have put like two projects that I have done upon Power BI, Excel, the dashboard I made. So if you put projects that has a upper hand, you should put, according to me, 2 to 3 projects covering the analyst tools you have used. So it would be beneficial if you put that.
Okay, so thank you, Varun, for sharing this. Friends, let me know in the comment box if you need this kind of template in your job search journey. I will take it from Varun and share it with you. So please comment it down. Okay. So Varun, let's come to the interview rounds. So how many rounds happens in company like Amazon, and what all things are asked in different interview rounds, and how to prepare yourself properly for this?
Yeah, so there were actually 3 rounds of interview when I have applied to this role. So first round was of it mainly consists of the Amazon leadership principles. They have these leadership principles if you go through the Google. So they mainly asked from the resume like what challenges did you face, like why did you use this Power BI tool only, not other BI tools. So this kind of questions were asked. It was purely through resume, nothing technical in the first round. That was a like sort of compatible fit role. They asked more about of critical thinking. And then after that, I had this second round. So that was technical. So it majorly compromises of the SQL and Excel. I can share my screen as well if you tell you the questions, like what was exactly asked in the second round.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
So basically, these were the questions asked in the second round. That was like pretty straightforward. First was order of SQL execution that I have written upon here. Then this is a very common question in Amazon if you apply. So there was this table one and table two. So I had to give the basically the output. How many were output in inner join, left join, right join. So this was also pretty straightforward. If you have gone through this question, like so you can get the idea how this is done. So like this is 2 questions. Then there were 2 tables given to me. So and I need to perform like what is the total GMS of India. So this is a proper join questions. So where you perform like joins and put some condition to get the total GMS of India. So joins were asked, then more questions I will show you. Continuing to that table I had, so these 5 questions were there, but interview asked me only two because I think I was pretty clear. I have used this rank function as well, window functions, to answer this part, like the merchant with the highest GMS overall. There were many different approaches, so I had choose this as a CT and like to use the rank functions.
Hmm.
So like this was regarding the SQL part. From the Excel, as far as I remember, he asked me VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP formulas in Excel and some of the differences between like where and having clause. So
Hmm.
this kind of questions were asked. I believe it was very easy to intermediate level of questions. Like this was the brief overview of the second round. It like went up to 30 minutes as well. So, and the last round was hiring manager round. So it was mainly upon the situation based questions and nothing technical, just the situation based and some behavior questions were asked to me. And that round also consisted like 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
So this was the overall process, like 3 rounds of interview. I went through this.
So many people have this kind of confusion whether they have to like learn DSA also for analytics role. So is it that?
I don't believe because I have given many interviews for the analyst role, but DSA not is never asked to be honest. Your main focus should be on SQL, Excel, and any like Power BI, one of the visualization tool. And if you are good with Python, that is good to have, but that depends on job role. Some companies require Python, some don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take on that.
So coming to the job hunting strategies, any particular strategy you would like to mention to the audience which can actually help them in their job hunt period?
Uh, as I said, first of all, you should have good ATS score because when you apply, because that is some criteria. If you had this ATS score, your resume would get high chances of shortlisting. So when I applied, majorly I had applied through Naukri, like as you might have known. I have created a profile on Naukri, so most of the calls I get from Naukri only. Although I was very active on LinkedIn as well, I was applying through that as well, but what worked for me was Naukri. But you should keep applying. Like there is no any thumb rule that from LinkedIn the call doesn't come. It depends on some luck as well. Like as soon as some posting is out, if you apply very fast, then there are high chances of getting shortlisted, because there are many clicks on LinkedIn as well for the apply button. So I would recommend create a good profile on Naukri, and what strategy I use, that I used to keep making some edits daily on the Naukri profile, because in order to get your profile updated, if you just make some changes daily, like if you change some section in the bio, your profile would get automatically upped. So that I used on Naukri portal.
And the call you got from Amazon, it was also through Naukri?
It was through career website. I applied through this Amazon website only.
So, from the salary point of view, Varun, how much salary one can expect in companies like Amazon as a data analyst?
Okay, so coming to that, there are certain levels in Amazon. First, I would clear that. So there are L2, L3, L4. This kind of levels are there. So my current is L3 data analyst. So if you are at level L3, you can expect an average. I would give you a range like somewhere between 9 to 11. In that range, you can expect. But if you are a level 4, then obviously you can expect higher compensation. I have nothing much idea about that, and it depends on the interview performance as well. How well you can negotiate. That's up to you.
Right, right. All right, Varun, I think I have asked all the questions. So, thank you so much for sharing your amazing journey. People will definitely get a lot of insights from it. And thank you once again for coming and taking out your time.
Yeah, thank you, Session. It was nice talking to you, and I hope everybody, like whoever is searching for the analyst role, they get all the job.
Yeah, thank you.